What's up everybody, welcome back. My name's Gali Novak if you're new here, and today I'm back with another magic themed video for all of you. I believe you can learn something from anyone. Even a bad performer can teach you what not to do. But I believe one of the few places that you expect to learn less about magic from is from your audience itself. So here are 3 things that I've learned about magic from my audience that have really helped me in my approach to performing, and I hope will help you as well. Let's get straight into it. Number 1 is learning to give people time to react to an effect. This is so important when you're showing people magic. It's important to remember that magic doesn't happen in the magician's hands, it happens in the spectator's mind. So it's important to give them time to process and also appreciate what they just saw before moving on to the next trick. This is really something that's been taught by magicians for a really long time. As the performer, you need to be receptive to the energy of the audience. If they're freaking out about something you did, don't rush to the next thing. You need to learn to be able to pause while people are reacting. This is also why practice is so important, because when you know how to do a trick really well, you can focus on the moments that you need to pause and the moments you need to continue on to the next move, rather than focusing on how to do the moves themselves. Number 2 is accepting that you don't understand where your audience is coming from. This is definitely something I've learned while doing walk around magic, especially at bars. You are approaching a group of people and really entering their world. And with that, you'll find people who are really excited to see magic and people who don't want to see magic because they don't like it or it's just not the right time. It's important to not take that personally. When you're approaching a group of people, you don't always know what state of mind they're in. I learned this when I was performing at a bar. Now, usually when I start performing for the night, I enjoy going to tables that look like they're having a lot of fun, there's a lot of energy going on, it gets my energy going for the night, and I just really enjoy it. But I approached a group who I soon realized were extremely drunk, blitzed out of their mind. And I quickly realized that they didn't need to see magic. What they needed was some water. But besides the point, I decided to challenge myself and continue with the group, continue with my routine, and they were loud, they were getting distracted, they were trying to grab props. It was a pretty difficult group, and I was just at that moment trying to get them all involved so they weren't too easily distracted. But what I really learned from this is that everyone is at this bar for a reason. You don't know what people are going through, and not everyone is going to be as receptive to you and your magic. They don't know you just as much as you don't know them. So learn to accept that you don't always understand your audience's state of mind. And as tempting as it can be to perform for the tables that look like they're having the most fun and who are having the best night, sometimes the best performances are for the tables who need it the most, who don't really know each other, and you're there to break the ice and give them all something to talk about. Number 3 is framing. This is an interesting one. It's kind of amazing how much can go unnoticed for people. For example, I was performing one night and I did what magicians will know as a deck switch. Now, it's a switch I do often, but for some reason, this particular time when I executed it, the deck was a completely different color and it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to look exactly the same as the original deck. And I'm telling you now, the audience did not pick up on it. No one noticed that the deck was completely different. Now, as much as my mind was blown in this moment that no one noticed, what it revealed to me was how important it is to communicate things to your audience. It's important to draw attention to details that you want them to notice and remember. Now, while this particular time worked out extremely well for me, had I wanted them to notice the change in color, I would have had to change the presentation of my routine slightly so they would take note of the color of the deck at the beginning. Whatever the routine is, it's important to be clear in your head about what you want them to notice or not notice, and then make sure you clearly communicate that through your presentation. There you go guys, that's 3 magic things I've learned from my audience. I hope you learned something. Please comment down below what was your favorite thing and something that you've learned from your audience. I will be doing another video very soon about 3 non-magic things I've learned from magicians, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss it when it comes out. Finally, if you did enjoy this video, all I ask is that you leave a like. It really does help my channel and it means a lot to me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all really soon. Bye!